Hi, Phyllis here from southernfrugal.com. Today we went to the farmer's market and they had just gotten strawberries in, and I went to Williams Produce. That's usually the place I get most of my fruits and vegetables. So I got a pretty good deal. The last time I got strawberries a month ago, I got them at Aldi's and they were 99 cents, and they weren't real pretty, but they were okay. And so today, these that we bought were $1.25 a pound. So we ended up getting the 2-pound container. I'm going to show this close. These came from Plant City, Florida, and the chances are real good they were just picked yesterday. So I got a really good deal, and they're very pretty. So I want to show you how I freeze these. I don't freeze them. You'll see other YouTube videos and websites on how to freeze strawberries, and I don't freeze mine like that. We put most of our strawberries in smoothies, but if you want to have a strawberry pie or strawberry shortcake, you can still use the frozen ones. I do roll mine in sugar. Now, sugar's kind of got a bad rap the last many years, but I don't know really how you eat a strawberry without sugar. Now, if you go out into the field or you grow your own and you let them get perfectly ripe, I mean perfectly ripe, then they're sweet, but otherwise they're too tart. And so I go ahead and freeze them in containers, and I'll show you the size I use to put in smoothies. And the way we make the strawberry smoothies is I use 2 bananas, 2 apples, and a little freezer container of strawberries, which holds, I think, a pint. And they're in a sugar syrup because they end up making their own syrup once you wash them and slice them and roll them in the sugar a little bit. Just go ahead and put them in the carton, and they kind of make their own syrup. And otherwise, you're going to have to put a little sugar or some kind of sweetener in the smoothie, because we don't use like milk products or anything. So, not in our smoothies anyway. I use milk sometimes for cooking, but we don't like drink milk. We use almond milk most of the time. So anyway, I'm going to show you how I freeze these strawberries, and this is the way my grandmother did them, and this is the way my mother did them, so this is the way I do them. Alright, so here are the strawberries, and I've caught some water in the sink, and what I'm going to do is these strawberries are going to get a little bath in the sink. And then the next thing that's going to happen is they're going to get rinsed off with water. And then I'm going to put them over on these clean bath towels and let them dry out just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do one and show you how I do it. Now, the stems are still on the strawberries. See? Stems are still on. I'm going to dump them right in the water. I'm going to move this camera so you can see. And I got 2 trays of these. And here they are. I'm going to sit them over on the other table and position this camera more so you can see. Now, the washing is going to take place very quickly. Okay? So I'm going to just do them around a little bit with my hands. Need to turn that down a little more. Then I'm going to let the water run a little bit. Run them under there. Then I'm going to just literally throw them over. And when I throw them over on the towel, they kind of roll around a little bit. And I don't think you can see all that with the camera. And again, they've still got the little green stem on the end of them. Again, I think these strawberries were most likely picked yesterday, and I don't see a single one that's got a problem. But if I find a little problem, like a little side, a little too ripe or anything, I'm just going to cut that off. Alright, that's one carton. Now I'm going to go ahead and wash the rest of the cartons. I've got 4 cartons. I'm going to do really, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 pounds at a time. Let me turn the camera so you can see the towel. See, I can just kind of throw them over and let them roll a little bit on the towel. So after I finished washing all these, we'll be right back. Okay, I have washed the strawberries, and now I'm getting ready to destem them and also slice them. And any little thing that's on them that needs to come off, I'm going to cut it off. Like that little end there. Now I've got another dish pan, or really large bowl over here, and I'm going to slice them. And I usually get kind of big slices, like that. Okay, pull your little leaves up, like that. Slice that end off and look at it real well. And then just slice it into thirds. Okay, pull my little stem up. Let it drop. Alright, I'm going to finish slicing all of these, and then I'll show you how to roll them in the sugar and put them in the freezer cartons. Again, I'm dropping them in a little large plastic bowl. So, we'll be back when I finish slicing all these. Alright, here we are back, and we have completed slicing all of our strawberries, and I'm going to now do what I call rolling them in sugar. It's really just kind of dumping a bunch of sugar on them and mixing them up. So I'm going to put a bunch of sugar on them. Probably about 3 scoops, which would probably be, I don't know, maybe a cup and a half, 2 cups. Okay, now I'm just going to take my hand and lift them up so that each strawberry gets coated, or each slice, like that. See? Now as soon as you put the sugar on them, the liquid or juice in the strawberry is going to start running, and that's what's going to make the syrup. They just kind of make their own syrup. Again, this is 8 pounds of strawberries. And here are all my stems and tops. And of course that's going to go in the compost bin. We first put them in, I've got a compost bucket on the deck so I don't have to go all the way out to the compost bin. And we dump that sometimes twice a week. Alright, now I'm going to do something very simple. Got little cartons here. These are freezer cartons. And I'm just going to put in the amount that we would use in a smoothie. Now again, these smoothies, and I'll make a video of the smoothies because we're doing a lot of this strawberry smoothies now. Just, these will be frozen. I take them out of the freezer in the morning, pop them in the microwave on defrost. Now not on regular, high cook, on defrost, and put them in there for about 2 minutes on defrost, and then just dump them in the blender for the smoothie. Now, I know I use the little red lids for my strawberries, so I don't even label them, because I know anything with a red lid on it is going to be strawberries. So anyway, and I don't have to worry about the timeline because they last maybe about 2 months with us. So again, I don't know if you can see this or not, but see the juice dripping? And that's all juice from where the strawberries are running. So let me dip some in. I just use my hand. Put in about that many. And I'm not going to fix the other flat, which would be 8 more pounds of strawberries, until tomorrow morning, simply because I don't want to overload my freezer. There's another one. So I'm probably going to get, I'd say, 12 little packets out of the 8 pounds, maybe more. So anyway, let me get all these in their cartons and we'll be back. Alright, I have finished putting the strawberries in the cartons, and I wanted to show you the syrup that they've already made. Let's see if you can see that. See? See? And all the sugar is already dissolved, and that's mainly because of the acidity of the strawberries. I get to lick that off. Very, very good. Okay, this is how I freeze strawberries, and again, we mostly use them in smoothies, but you can use them for strawberry shortcake because of the syrup, you know, when you thaw them out and dump them over the little cake, the cake soaks up the syrup. So this is the way I remember strawberries coming to the market, other than in times when they were fresh strawberries. In the 1950s, they'd come in a little itty-bitty carton, and you put them over those little cakes that you could get that were usually sitting beside, well, they were sitting somewhere close to where they had them frozen, and then you would put the Ready whipped cream over them. Very, very good. Again, these are my strawberries, and this is the way I do it. Now, this works perfect in a smoothie, and we really don't have any problem with putting sugar on strawberries because I frankly think they're way too tart to just eat them like they are. And I especially don't like them in smoothies because they're not very sweet. So when you put them in smoothies like this, you don't have to put any more sugar or any kind of sweetener. They're already sweet. So there you have it. Let me see if I can turn my light on so you can see this better. No, my light didn't want to come on. I'm sorry. See if I can make it come on. No, my camera light won't come on, so maybe you, well, no, there it is. Okay, it did come on. Let me get another spoon and show you the syrup again. Can you see it? See there? And it's, of course, none of the crystallized sugar is evident now. It won't be scrunching between your teeth because it's all, the acidity in the strawberries is already dissolved all the sugar, and they've made that wonderful syrup. All right, we'll see you next time.